russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros.
TKO president Mark Shapiro was at the Goldman Sachs conference, and he had an interesting quote.
You know, Al, a lot of people say I have a golden sack. Just so you know, Al, I just wanted to throw that out there for you, for your listening pleasure.
Wow. Well, that gold is a soft metal. So.
Go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So he said, WWE is not where the UFC is yet on ticket yields. We have our work to do there. We've seen a meaningful increase, as evidenced by the 59% margin we did in the second quarter. Ticket sales and site fees play a big part in driving that. We know we have more room to go. Why do we know that? UFC is breaking records everywhere they go. We know we have a lot of room there because Vince McMahon was primarily pricing tickets for families and wasn't totally focused on maxing the opportunity there. We see what we can do with the UFC, and we're replicating that in terms of ticket yield and advanced sales when it comes to on location on the WWE side. It's really working out well.
Now, Al, is he blatantly saying we don't want families?
Yeah. Yeah, he openly and directly.
Jeez,
because let's face it, I mean, UFC is akin to boxing in regards to the type of audience that you attract. And wrestling has always been a different audience. It's been more of a broader, more not so upscale, more just working class, more family oriented. Even though historically and still to this day, the vast percentage of the audience is usually adults that come to the wrestling shows, you know, then they bring their kids. The idea that got made back in the 80s, it's all for just kids, is ridiculous, because even back in the 80s, the vast majority of the audience was adults. If you go back and look, and anybody who wants to argue the point, please go back, pull up a YouTube match from the 60s, from the 70s, from the 80s, from the 90s, and you're going to look at the audience, and you're going to see the vast majority of that audience is going to be primarily adults. But it was, and they're dressed differently. They're dressed a little more casually. The people that go and attend boxing or UFC, they dress, it's more of an upscale type of thing. Why? I don't know. It just has always been that way. In boxing, you can charge a higher premium price for, and UFC. The idea, though, that you're going to be able to, in a long-term situation, do that with professional wrestling, I don't see it as sustainable. Not at the levels that they're doing right now. I feel like at some point, and maybe I'm wrong, again, they're making money, I'm not. So we always put that caveat in, okay? But I don't think it's sustainable in the long haul. I saw recently that they're charging for Raw at Madison Square Garden like $3,500 for a ringside seat. $3,500 for a ringside seat. Now that's, you know, and then it goes exponentially from there. You know what I mean? But you know, you get an autograph from a WWE superstar, not a specific one. You get some special merch or whatever. But let's be honest. I mean, that stuff is negligible as far as a cost for the company that they're going to throw in. But $3,500 for a ringside seat, and you know, you're trying to operate a different form of entertainment than UFC or boxing. Those are uniquely their own, and wrestling has been and always will be uniquely its own. And you're trying to, you know, reach a much different and much more broader audience. And if they're not careful, not that I care, I hope they do. But eventually I think they're going to now get a backlash, and they're going to turn a lot of that core audience off and away. And I brought this up, I think it might have been last week or the week before. Tony Khan's missing the boat. He has literally got the opportunity of a lifetime that WWE has presented. You know, back in the day when WCW was kicking WWF's ass, Vince went on the air and tried to portray himself as the victim of a bully, a billionaire bully. Well, why Tony Khan's not going out and going, look at us, man. We care about you, the fans. We know you are what makes us tick. And without you, we're nothing. We care about you. We want you to be able to have a good time and not worry that you're going to pay your mortgage late because you bought a ticket to our show. We want you to be able to share moments and memories with your kids so you can bring them as well and be able to afford to do it because we're the place that's fan friendly. A huge marketing opportunity. Now you become the baby face, they become the heel, you get support. Take advantage of it. It'll work. It did for Vince. He was a billionaire and was crying about a billionaire doing it to him.
I'm really trying to figure out like what would be the psychology of that guy saying that? Because I mean,
because
quite
he wasn't
frankly,
speaking to this audience. He wasn't speaking he was speaking to a Goldman Sachs audience. He was trying to get over with all of those investors, all those people that have lost complete touch with what the average person does or goes through or cares about. They don't. That was like, and I'm not dissing anybody. It's just he's speaking to the room. He's not speaking to a broader audience. And that quote is being taken out of a speech that's being done to appeal to people that are all sitting up here at the table.
Yeah.
Not down here.
Yeah.
They don't care about down here.
That's one way to change the public perception on Vince McMahon, because what he's really saying here to the fans is Vince McMahon cared about you. We don't. I mean, that's what it sounds like.
But it's not about Vince. Vince is gone. So who cares? Seriously, why even talk about him? You're not doing business with Vince McMahon. You're not going to draw anything with Vince McMahon. So why do you keep referencing him? He's not relevant.
Answer that question. Why do they keep referencing him? Go ahead. What's your thought on that?
Why?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know, because he's not relevant.
Right.
It's salacious, it's interesting, it's compelling because, it's heat is what it is. And so, of course, we're going to have an interest. Okay. But are you going to draw money with it? Or then why talk about it? Who cares? Why are we bringing it up? Yeah. Nothing's come of it lately. Well, we're not looking to try to get Vince over as a babyface. That's what Tony needs to be smart about and do and take advantage of.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty open and obvious what WWE, as far as business practices, are right now doing. They've come out and stated they're trying to make as much money as they can make. TKO, that quote from that Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
Hey, we're trying to set records like UFC. It's all about the profit. It's all about the money. Now you go to a WWE show. What do they always say? Oh, it's all about the fans. Oh, brother, it's you. You're the universe. We care about you. No, we don't.
Yeah.
You're a line item in a profit loss sheet. That's what you are.